This is Sunshine Robbie, and I'm here with another Moon Healing Guided Meditation series for September. This one is the Harvest Full Moon. Is the moon allowing us to feel everything that we have been able to harvest from all those times we're planting a few months ago, maybe a few years ago. This is a time to harvest. This is a time to become what you're harvesting. And it's a time perhaps to reminisce a few years back, 3-4 months back, how much you have changed, how much you have come into new ways of being, into new versions of yourself. And that these days you understand that emotions and feelings are there for a reason. And that you can easily fall into reminiscing and reliving all the emotions, where you can choose to observe, learn from it, expand, and be open to new emotions, new spaces in yourself that allows you to feel more pleasure, more joy. There is power in reminiscing. But what are you reminiscing about? Are you bringing the joy and the pleasure of the past to be able to expand on it? Or are you bringing the sorrow, the anger, the frustration, the resentment to get stuck in it? And it's very important to discern and choose how you want to reminisce, because this is going to help you find out what you're harvesting in this now moment. And it's time to feel, but not fall into it, not write it, but feel it. And whatever comes to feel, to acknowledge, to release, and to replace it with love, self-love. A love that allows you to feel supported by yourself, to feel loved by yourself, to feel guided by yourself, to feel self-sufficient through the unconditional love of your soul, your higher self, your inner child. We come to this earth to be one with yourself and one with the world. But we can only be one with the world when we become one with ourselves, when we understand who we are, we know what we are, and we can be authentic in those versions that we know is truth. And then we can merge and become one with the universe, one with the world, one with humanity. And this is your journey through the full moon. And perhaps reminiscing can be a time of discernment to help you see how far you've grown and what you're harvesting today. What you are being shown that you can harvest in the next 7 days, and going forward. So I ask you, we may begin with connecting with our hearts and with our solar plexus today in an attempt to connect the two chakras to guide us into our own authenticity in our solar plexus, so that the heart can connect with that authenticity and express with love. Our authenticity in our solar plexus is ready, it's boiling, it's ready to be expressed. There's no need to suppress anymore, because you are reaching deep into your own authenticity of your version of yourself. Your higher self have guided you there. You did the healing. And now it's time to express that through love, through pleasure, through joy of your inner child, as you once did when you were a child, as you once did from purity, from truth, from self-love. And as a child, you were an independent being, but depended on a 3D only. On a 5D, you were independent light, and you did shine that light beautifully to everyone around you. And it took us a few years to realize it was difficult to get a light to shine through. And that's when we retrieve our own light and protect it in our hearts. But it's time to bring that light out. It's time to shine your light from your purity, from your truth, from your own self-love, from your authenticity. And this is harvesting the best out of you. Recognizing the best out of you. We know when people bring the best out of you, but what are you able to bring from yourself the best out of you? And this is your full moon harvest. Take a nice breath into your tummy. Expand your tummy. Feel the sensations going into your tummy. And as you release, feel the sensations moving up into your heart chakra and out. And what we're doing, we're going in our solar plexus and touching that authenticity and bringing it up to the heart. For the heart to express through you, through love, in your next few days. And I ask you to open your crown and allow the full moon energy to come through, illuminating your body, your crown chakra, your third eye, and your throat, all the way down to your heart, your solar plexus, and your root. And we transmute this harvest full moon energy through your chakra systems into Mother Gaia, and we bring that pillar of light down into the center of Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia understands the moon. It connects and communicates with the moon. And as you keep receiving the full moon light through your crown into your chakras, into Mother Gaia, as a crystal white, luminous light, rebalancing each chakra, dropping blueprints of wisdom from the moon into your heart and solar plexus chakras, for you to have access later on in your 3D day-to-day chores and activities. Breathe into your tummy again, nice and deep. Expand the tummy. Breathe out through your heart. And Mother Gaia is also connecting with us through our feet into our chakras, all the way to the solar plexus and the heart. Connecting with the moon energy in those two chakras. Transmuting, merging, transforming. Connecting the dots for you. So when you're ready to see it, those aha moments are going to come. In your everyday interactions with yourself and others. And that's all you need to know that's happening right now. And I ask you to continue visualizing this breath into your tummy with the crystalline white light from the moon. And breathing out through your heart. Imagine those two chakras becoming luminous in its own colors, in its own right, in its own equilibrium. And you might feel it spin. Allow it. Follow your intuition. What's happening in your body? What's happening to your sensations in your body? Trust that you are safe and allow yourself to move and shift with these sensations. Allow yourself to feel without any fear. And set your intention that you now received the full moon codes for harvesting the best versions of yourself in all aspects of your life. Expressing to the fullest through your truth and your love. Allowing your next 7 days of the unwinding of the full moon to show you all the best versions of yourself that you can bring out of yourself and harvest and cultivate it, integrate it, and become those versions that you have experienced through the moon phase. And allow yourself to breathe into your tummy, breathe out through your heart, allowing the sensations to travel and shift and move through your body without fear, trusting. Trusting that you are unlocking these versions to be felt, to be seen, to be experienced, to be harvested in this next week ahead of you. Your aha moments will come to validate you. Those versions you have felt today in this meditation, the visions, the emotions you're feeling, the knowingness and the wisdom. You will be validated, reassured, and shown by the universe because you are one with the universe. And we do work on clearing our vessel to be able to merge more and more with everything about the universe, with the earth, with the waters, with the mountains, with the moon, with the sun, with the air, with nature, animals, humans. Allow your higher self to guide you in the next few days in what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. Trust that you don't need to go into fear or pain or suffering, but you can observe the emotions, the feelings, acknowledge and release it, and harvest a self-love into it or from it, and harvest the lessons, the wisdom, the knowledge, the knowingness, the intuition, and the love from it. Take a nice and slow, deep breath in. Into your tummy, expanding your tummy, and deep breath out and slow through your heart. Slowing things down for a few cycles to really feel the energy, the sensations in your body with love and trust. Any uncomfortable feeling, they're going to be released and discharged from your body through the slow and long breath in and breath out. Accept these sensations as a part of you, you wouldn't be feeling if they didn't exist in you first. Because we are mirrors, and we can only mirror that which we already have in us. And the moon is coming not only to enlighten us, but also to cleanse and clear us. So allow the uncomfortable to be shifted away. Allow the light to come in through your slow breath in and slow breath out. And we go through a few more cycles of this breathing technique. Feeling and observing. And you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to have tears, you're allowed to yawn, you're allowed for your brain to drift away. And once these are released, you ask the moon to come in into those spaces. You ask for self-love to come in into those spaces. And you ask for the best versions that's coming out of you to be shown to you daily as a reminder of where to work, where to be. So you are guided into new choices, new visions, new perspectives, new outcomes. And these new outcomes is what you're harvesting. Ask your higher self to continue to guide you. Ask your soul to continue to guide you. Ask the moon to continue to guide you every day. The moon is going to decrease the light a little bit every day. Work with the decreasing light of the moon. As you increase your light to shine gradually, slowly, in a way that you can notice the changes and work with the changes, integrating it. Because when we get to the last quarter moon, we'll have a fully understand what those versions are and how to integrate and how to become it. Let's take each step at a time, like these slow breaths that you have been doing. Slow and steady and feeling. Allow the slow breath in to reach your tummy and expand. And the slow breath out to move through your heart and out. Realigning, merging the heart chakra and the solar plexus. To function as your authenticity and expression of yourself. Your best versions are ready to be explored. And all you have to do is set your intention. I set the intention to feel and explore my versions without fear, with faith and understanding that it's only bringing me new perspectives, new ways of being, to help me see different outcomes and integrate the outcomes I'm most resonant and happy with. No sacrifices, no second thoughts, no doubt, no guilt. Only through the expression of unconditional love for yourself. Slow breaths in. Slow breath out. Slow everything down. Slow everything down gently without forcing. Slow and long breath in and out. Feeling for the sensations. Trusting with your knowingness. And the energies of the moon have been granted to us. But the moon is now retrieving her energy gently and lovingly, saying thank you, sending you love. And the moon is very grateful to be able to share codes of this new version of yourself that you're going to harvest in the next 7 days. There's a very tender and loving energy of gratitude from the moon. And if you're feeling, that means you're mirroring this back to the moon as well. I feel grateful for receiving the codes, the puzzles, to fit into my puzzles, to help me see myself through the best versions of myself in the next 7 days, through the light and explosion of the full moon, to be able to integrate into my being in the next phase. I allow myself to feel and explore these feelings without fear, with trust, with faith, that I am doing the process, that I am in the process of harvesting the best versions of myself through my own eyes, not through the eyes of anyone or others, I will understand the best version of myself through my own eyes, my eyes of truth and love, the eyes of my inner child, once happy and pure. When you retrieve your own light back to yourself and leave what's not yours out, bring your own light back and recharge yourself with that light through your solar plexus, through your heart. Slow, still doing nice and slow breaths, slowing everything down to allow you to feel each part of these feelings, sensations, and how your body is becoming lighter, looser, complete and integrated. With your own light from within yourself, for you to now feel and we now complete this receiving of this light and transmission and codes from the full moon. And she's up in the sky to remind us how grateful she is to share codes with us and how grateful we are to receive. And this reciprocity is what helps us create momentum, manifest, and make changes. I invite you to stay a little bit longer in these energies for yourself. Finding ways to come around with your eyes open and still be able to feel the energies that you can feel with your eyes closed. Validating you that you have integrated these energies to be able to work with it in the next 7 days. And I thank you for being here today, for being on this journey of the Moon series with me through the YouTube channel. And I want to remind you that the Patreon community for the Moon Healing series meditations, you have access to these live. And you also have access to a group support 24/7 to help you understand your shifts, your experiences, your healing. And we give assistance and guidance for healing yourself and the support of a beautiful community that sits in love and an open space and an open heart. And through this support, we expand our minds, our hearts, and our healing exponentially in ways that are easy and loving. Our healing becomes fun and exciting. And through the Patreon, with a small subscription amount, you will have the full support through the whole month, every day, 24/7, to help you and guide you work through your shifts from the meditations that you are experiencing. I hope to see you there. And thank you very much for being here. And we are love and light.